morning, and it's basically the first day of the proper 2-day Matsuri. Matsuri MAX has been the whole week, but this is when everybody shows up, mostly all the locals, and this is when all the 500 cars are apparently booked in to come. Momo's feeling rough because, yes, typical post G1 activities, everybody got a little bit turned last night. Yeah, it was quite funny, quite a good time. I chose to be the designated driver just so I feel a little bit fresher since we didn't get to drive G1 yesterday. Why didn't we do G1 yesterday? Well, that something pretty big is coming, and I look forward to sharing it with you. But apart from that, we're going to get into the hire car, get into the absolute ricks, and head to the track. Oh, time to go drive. So the cool thing about Japanese parking, and to be honest, I've not seen it anywhere else, you have these little machines. You drive over it, this raises, and then you're essentially stuck here until you pay. Momo's over there paying, and once she pays, this little thing will fall down, and then we can head off. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting, and you see them all over Japan, not just Tokyo, Osaka, it's just everywhere. The standard. So, as she pays, it should go down. And we're good to go to the track.
Trailer.
It is not often you see the, conventional European or American trailer and truck style in Japan.
That's a big pickup truck.
Yeah.
For anywhere, and like in Japan, that thing is massive.
The trailer is covering the whole road.
Aww.
Oh, he's happy. He was trying to get out, cars going past, we're like, oh, let's just stop traffic. Whoa, the queue for Matsuri is big. This feels like the old days.
Yeah. Oh man.
Maybe the gates didn't open at 7:30.
Huh?
Maybe the gates didn't open at 7:30.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's good you weren't here at 7:30.
Oh, 8.6s as well. So we arrived by the cars. Again, JZX is still a bit tweaked and wonky from that hit with Randy, but well, Grant used it in G1 yesterday. It was enough to get into the top 16, and then got 2 points. The 2 points difference between him getting the championship and not was because of this absolute ruckus of a fucking mobile. Ended up with a crash style sticker. I don't know what they're trying to say, but it's golden. Apparently the car now falls a lot because of rear alignment. This is what I had the issue with for the past 2 trips, but we were able to fix it by getting the alignment perfect. Almost feeling a bit rough. It's already hectic, and basically it's 9 o'clock, and what are you doing? It's 9 o'clock and it's just started, the driving has just started, and then now it's time to go get fuel, warm the car up, go take for a few laps and see how funky it does drive. But yeah, it feels like old Matsuri. It is hectic, it is busy. Right? Time to go fuel up. Momo's been on the freshies. Oh jeez, that's out of nowhere. Someone's feeling a bit worse for wear, a bit tender. You're putting the freshies on, you've been driving really good this trip, eh?
That's alright.
It's alright. It's like anybody, they don't take compliments. Myself, Grant, Team Gene Boys, nothing. You want me to help with some leverage?
No, I'm good. I've got my system.
No. I remember when you used to care about every little scratch in this car.
Yeah.
So yeah, heading out to Nishi because, well, it's a slow track. It's only third gear for a short second before whacking back to second. As you know, the car's not feeling that great after yesterday, but it's Matsuri. I'm still going to drive, even if the car's bent. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm here to have fun, have a laugh, and drive with friends. And Neve's going to be driving in her hella missile Laurel, which I'm even surprised they got back up and running. Neve and Aaron both own it, so it's a proper old school missile. You'll see from the rear end and the smush and... that little bump in Eve, I did notice the car's a little bit down on power, so I was just like, I'm not going to go and fix it again. Just had the whole hassle of the crash, so I just want to keep going. It managed, but I could feel like it was definitely getting a bit more sluggish. Anyway, there's some the next runs are me chasing Suzuki and one of the Night Ride boys. Not sure who, because they share the car and flip and flop out. So yeah.
Trying to chase the first time, but yeah, they were a bit slower, so we caught up too quick.
Got the bush leak testers, cars in John's shop, bent knuckle, and any cooler might be bent. So surprisingly, this holds air. Beautiful. How many welds? I love you, Jono. Really do.
Get this one in shot.
Oh,
Stunning.
that's a beauty. Yep, so she should be a lot less wobbly now. New knuckle, 3 new arms, new engine mounts. Need to stop looking at the car, please. So that looks like the car done. Knuckle changed, all 3 arms changed, subframe all welded. As we kept digging deeper, ended up being the engine mounts. So new mounts in, and then it should be good to go for North Course tonight, hopefully. Just need to get some tires out, change them up, and then she should be driving like a dream again. Took 2 trips to get the alignment right and get it feeling good, and then now, well, mischief happened. So, check it again, and off we go. So I guess they learned from last year, basically. The problem was there were so many cars up at North that people were stuck on track, queuing even halfway down the track to get off. People were queuing to get on. There's so many higher cars, everything was a nightmare, and we had to shut down for like 2 hours. Now there's a queue. So this basically, we're in a traffic jam at EBISU trying to get up to Kita course. So we're gonna have some nighttime drifting in North. Car's been fixed. It was welding a subframe in multiple places. It was also 3 arms were bent, and the knuckle was
10 mil.
Yeah, 10 mil out of alignment basically. So we did measure from one side to the other, so hopefully the other side wasn't also bent, but service by comparison. And then we also found my engine mounts were completely cracked, broken, as ready to shoot another clutch fan right through the radiator. So that's not going to happen now. That's all been fixed. Spent about 2-3 hours with Jono getting all done. Now hopefully the car's good and we can go drive some North Course at night, which is probably my favourite. Really looking forward to it. Feeling tired, just had the PV barbecue. I'm sure once the adrenaline hits I'll be a lot more buzzy and happy, but yeah, here we go. was just nighttime and we were doing North Course, and as you can see, yeah, I only done 2 runs. Well, I actually done about 12 in total, but 2 I put in the video because the car is not feeling great. I'm quite consistent at North Course. I've done many laps there. Problem was, each lap felt like it was different. Coming over the hills, sometimes the car would snap to lock, sometimes didn't want to get out of drift, and at one point we actually went over the hill, transitioned against the wall, and the car just gripped up and I went straight down the wall. Didn't hit it, but it was close. Decided to, no point destroying the car. I know there's something else wrong with it, even after all that work of welding the subframe, replacing the knuckle, replacing the arms, and all the other bits and pieces. Not worth totaling the car because we will be back in spring. That being said, we went to Higashi course and we watched some nighttime drifting. And this is my... God damn! Now, day 2 of Matsuri. Have I drove much? No, car's feeling a bit sketchy. It is what it is. This is just genuinely Matsuri chaos. If you have a clean Matsuri, you get to drive a lot. If not, this is what happens. You have to sort of pick and choose when you want to drive and hopefully not get into the madness too much and end up losing your car or creating more damages. That being said, it's Matsuri, it's Sunday. I'm not going to miss out on the Nishi trains. We won't get too deep into them, but at the same time, I'm going to jump out, especially because the passenger that I have and the passenger that Momo has are 2 friends that we met somewhere up high in Japan. Some would say in mountains. We met them over a year ago, and well, we've been constantly messaging and keeping in touch, and this time we were actually able to take them out in our cars because they took us out previously, and yeah, it's great to see them at EBISU. Had a good laugh, had some close calls, and then in the end, which we weren't filming, unfortunately, we ended up in another crash. It wasn't a bad one, but it was enough to bend Momo's front knuckle. I'll explain a little bit of the situation. Again, what I've harped on quite a lot about, and I'll even throw a little clip in from a close call that we just had. People go too slow over the hill. It's a blind corner, exactly what happened to me and Randy. And I came over, I initiated, Momo was chasing behind. I seen the car last minute because he was basically stopped on the hill. I bailed out, or tried to, in an attempt. As I bailed out, Momo was full speed coming at me. She hit my rear, I think she hit my rear wheel with her front wheel. Ended up bending the knuckle. Luckily it was fixable. We had it all fixed for the next day, so it's not a problem. It's Matsuri. Right, back to the driving. Bye.